Have you ever stopped to think that your salary is not just money to pay bills? That it can be a true treasure map, a smart route for you to build wealth and financial freedom? If you want to learn how to use every cent of your paycheck to transform your life, staying until the end of this video will be a decisive step. And before we continue, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. That way you ensure access to more content that will help you grow financially with no fluff and strategies that really work. Now let's be honest. Most people see their salary only as something to cover expenses, a resource that comes and goes too quickly. It's the consumer mindset, just spending and at most trying to have something left for leisure. But what if I told you millionaires think differently? They are managers, commanders of their own money, who know exactly where every dollar goes and how it can work to multiply their wealth. And this mindset shift is the foundation for you to start building your own fortune. You don't just receive a salary, you receive a monthly opportunity to conquer your freedom. If you keep treating your salary only as a resource to put out financial fires, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle. Work, pay bills, feel anxious. But if you change your perspective and start seeing your money as a treasure map, everything can transform. And how does this map work? The answer lies in the rule of the 5 destinations of money. Every paycheck should be divided into 5 strategic parts that together form the path to financial growth. The first part, which can be up to 55% of your salary, is for survival. The basic expenses that keep your life running: housing, food, transportation, and fixed bills. It's crucial to control these expenses to ensure a solid base, because if this part is out of control, everything else falls apart. The second part, about 10%, goes to freedom. Investments that make your money work for you. It can be a stock fund, government bonds, fixed income, whatever it is, but the key is consistency. Even small amounts, applied regularly, become a financial army that grows over time. Next comes security, also about 10%, which is your shield against the unexpected. Having an emergency fund is what separates those who get anxious when problems come and those who stay calm to face any situation without going into debt. The fourth part, 15%, is for fulfillment. It's the money to invest in yourself, buy something that makes you happy, or have experiences that are worth it. The big secret is to enjoy life consciously without letting momentary pleasure turn into future problems. And the last part, 10%, is for expansion. Projects, businesses, donations, everything that connects you to a greater purpose beyond yourself. This portion is the seed for growth that transcends your own life, leaving a legacy. But even with this plan, many people stumble. The 3 biggest mistakes that sabotage your wealth are silent habits that eat away at your money every month. The first is, I'll deal with it later. Procrastination that postpones financial care to an uncertain future. The longer you wait to start, the harder it gets. The second mistake is confusing pleasure with freedom. Spending to maintain an image or status may bring momentary satisfaction, but traps you in an endless race of debt and worry. The third mistake is not naming your money, not assigning each cent a clear purpose. Without this, your money becomes a mess and you lose control of your financial life. Now you may be thinking, but I earn little, have debts, can't follow this map. I get it, and that's why the treasure map is flexible. If your salary is tight, prioritize survival and security, making sure you won't struggle and have a reserve for emergencies. You can start with just 5% to invest. What matters is habit and discipline. If you're in debt, focus first on organizing your payments and avoiding interest that increases your debt. Negotiating debts and cutting unnecessary expenses are essential steps before investing. Remember, no money is lost when you learn to control your resources. Even the smallest step you take now is progress toward your financial freedom. As your situation improves, adjust the percentages and increase your investment in freedom and expansion. For this plan to really work, you need to incorporate some habits and use simple tools that ease your journey. Set a fixed day each month to review your budget, write down all income and expenses, and use apps that help you keep track. Automate your transfers to investments and savings. That way, money goes directly where it should be, without relying on willpower. Control your emotions when the urge to spend impulsively arises. Stop, breathe, and remember your bigger goal. Educate yourself financially whenever you can, watching videos, reading books, or listening to podcasts. And surround yourself with people who seek financial growth. It motivates you not to give up. Turning your salary into wealth isn't a 100-meter sprint, it's a marathon. The small daily choices will make the difference and take you from stagnation to financial freedom. Now let's take a step further. To really make this map work, you need to build a personalized financial plan that fits your reality, your dreams, and your challenges. There's no point in following ready-made formulas if they don't reflect your life. The first step is to set clear and achievable goals. SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. If your goal is to save an amount for emergencies, setting a sum and deadline is essential to stay focused. Then analyze your expenses and see where you can cut to allocate more money to your goals. Maybe you need to reduce leisure expenses temporarily or renegotiate contracts to free up funds. Adjust your plan monthly. Life changes, your salary changes, and your plan needs to follow that evolution. It's natural the path requires adjustments. What matters is consistency. For example, imagine a young professional who earns an average salary, has small debts, and wants to start investing. He can allocate 50% for survival, 15% for debts and security, 15% for investments, and 20% for fulfillment and expansion as his situation evolves. Speaking of investments, for beginners, it's important to know some simple and accessible strategies. Fixed income, like government bonds, is a good start because it's safe and liquid. Investment funds allow diversification without complication, and stocks are for those who accept a bit more risk aiming for higher returns. Each investment has its profile. What matters is choosing options aligned with your goals and risk tolerance. Starting small is better than not starting at all. Diversification is the key word. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spreading money across different assets reduces risk and increases chances of good returns. But controlling money is not just math. Your mind plays a fundamental role on this journey. Limiting beliefs, fears, and bad habits sabotage your progress. Many people believe money isn't for me, or investing is for the rich. These thoughts need to be challenged and replaced by a growth mindset. Disciplining your emotions to avoid impulsive buys, handling frustrations, and keeping focus on your goals are skills you can train. That's why investing in financial emotional intelligence is as important as understanding numbers. And if today you're buried in debt, know there's a way out. The first step is making a full diagnosis of your accounts, knowing exactly what you owe and to whom. Then organize your expenses, prioritize paying debts with the highest interest, and negotiate with creditors for better terms. Cutting unnecessary spending and controlling consumption are essential to free resources to pay off debts. Don't expect it to be easy. It will require effort and discipline. But every small victory should be celebrated because it brings you closer to financial freedom. Finally, for those who want to go beyond, building passive income is the ultimate goal. Having money work for you, not the other way around, is what defines true financial independence. There are many forms of passive income: renting properties, dividends from stocks, interest from investments, online businesses, and much more. Starting small, reinvesting earnings, and diversifying sources are essential steps to grow this income over time. When your passive income covers your expenses, you will have achieved the long-awaited freedom to live as you wish. If you've made it this far, you're ready to change your relationship with money. So if you haven't left your like and subscribe yet, take a moment to do it now. Here you will find more content to help you conquer what really matters, with practical strategies and no fluff. In the next videos, I'll bring even more tips to accelerate your journey toward wealth. Until then, start building your own treasure map. The future you want depends on the decisions you make today.